Right, YouTube, Big Mike without further ado retro. I've been away for a bit. It's about time for another pickups video. Cheers. Right, one of the first pickups that we've got this week is Full Contact. Full Contact was the first ever Amiga game I ever bought. This is actually the second copy I have of this. I got it because it was a very reasonable price and in nice condition. So that's Full Contact. It's a great game. It's an okay game, actually. It's not a great game. It's first game from Team 17. And the next game I've been after for a while came up on the site that I buy from the majority of my stuff. And that is the original Speedball Big Box Edition. Been after this for a while, but trying to get it at the right price. It doesn't come up that often, actually. I think I paid just over £10 for this, or £10 plus delivery. So the origins of the Great Speedball 2. This is the original Speedball, and from then on, I believe they perfected this game when they released Speedball 2. Absolutely fantastic game. Right, let's look at the next ones. Right, the first pickup, which isn't gaming related, just sort of really found it funny. Old School Variety Faces video this week. A combination of my two favourite things is food and retro gaming. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. Reminded me very much of Phone Jacker, and across with the programme Get Stuffed. Now, Get Stuffed was a big part of me growing up as a youngster. We used to come home sort of half hammered, put on the old late night telly, and Get Stuffed would come on. It was a great programme. It's a 10-15 minute programme, quite wacky, presented by different people each week. And it was just students and that sort of showing, you know, their little cheap recipes of how to sort of live on the cheap. And it was quite wild and wacky. It reminded me of Old School Variety Face. So I went back and watched a few episodes of this on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, have a look on YouTube. Get Stuff. It's a fantastic little quirky, crazy programme. But I found out they'd done a cookbook. So I picked up the Get Stuffed Bankrupt Banquets. Grub Grows Groovy. Really cool. Really impressed at this. I didn't even know this came out. I'd had it sooner. There's all sorts of crazy, wacky ideas and things. I'm not sure if too many of them are my diet friendly. But nevertheless, it's a piece of me childhood. So I got it. So Get Stuffed. Brilliant. Right, the next one is just a manual for Mario Kart. It's not in the best of condition. I think I picked this up for about £2.50. I've got some bits and pieces of Mario Kart. I think I've got a spare box. And then just put a game with it and sell it, you know, on the cheap. But yeah, £2.50 for a Mario Kart manual. The cover's not a great condition, but insides and everything are clean and cool. So that was the Mario Kart manual. Right, the next one is from a fellow YouTuber, which is Mr. Bads. Finally managed to win one of his bids on eBay, which is Roadkill. Yeah, I haven't played it yet. It's a fairly nice condition. Yeah, so it looks pretty cool. And that's from the infamous Mr. Bads. So, hello Paul, thanks very much, mate. Your game's come through nice and clean. And thanks, mate, that's brilliant, thank you. The next one is a recommendation from Cine Steve. We were sort of going back and forth. He's had a great pickup this week. I was very envious of his pickup. There's a few games I want in his pickup this week that he got. I won't tell you about it because he'll tell you about it in his video. But he's a really lovely gent, Cine Steve. Real nice guy. And he suggested that I might be interested in this, which is a floppy disk cleaner. So it's like the template. You open a disk, you put the disk in the template, you use that there, and that turns the disk. You put some fluid, cleaning fluid on this, and just hold it top and bottom and clean the actual disk, which I never even thought for a moment of cleaning disks. But apparently the Amiga floppy disks, mouldy disks, are a bit of a problem. So Steve gave me the link for this, and I immediately purchased it because I thought it was a good idea. So thanks very much, Steve. Brilliant. And what a pickup you got this week. I'm very envious of that pickup, mate. Great. You've done blooming well. Right, next one is Birds of Prey, which is this is a really good flight simulator on the Amiga. It's, I think pretty much every blooming plane's in there. Was like 50 planes. Not much into flight simulator, but I remember this one being pretty cool. So I think this was like somewhat stupid. I think I put £2.50 bid in, and it was £2.50 delivery. So probably actually cost them money to send this to me, to be honest. But yeah, that's Birds of Prey. It's all in there, nice and clean, and that's Birds of Prey. So. Right, the next one is a game, I'm not sure if it's any good, but I sort of got vivid memories of the sequel being good, which is Midwinter, Masters of Strategy. I'm not really too sure what this is about. It looks like sort of, it's a sort of, I'd imagine like a snowy sort of landscape, and it looks like you're sort of mooching about, looking for things, maybe shooting people, and, you know, almost like 4D Hunter, hopefully, because, or Hunter, sorry, it's called Hunter, isn't it? Sorry. But hopefully it's like Hunter, which in my opinion has always been the prequel to Grand Theft Auto. I don't care what anyone says. They blatantly played Hunter before they made Grand Theft Auto, and they've just improved and perfected on the same idea. So it was like 10 years previous, or whatever it was, 15 years previous. So that's Midwinter, and that is on the Amiga. So, right, that's Midwinter. And now we're sort of getting into the meat in the veg, which is just Pang. Unfortunately, I love Pang. It's probably on my hard drive anyway. But I thought the guy that I buy a lot of Amiga stuff off. This is the big box version of Pang. Obviously, it's a big box disc, so I thought I'd just buy it. It was like £5 or £6. Pang's awesome. I'm trying to pick it up at the moment. I have it on the Spectrum Plus 3 boxed. Really want it on the Amiga. But I've got the disc now. I have to get the box and instructions. So you never know. Stranger things have happened at sea. You certainly find bits and pieces all over. So, and the next one is Crazy Cars 3, which is pretty cool. I think I picked this up for £13, £12.99. I think, or maybe £11.99. This generally goes for about £16 and upwards. I haven't got too many memories of Crazy Cars 3. I have played it, but I remember Crazy Cars and Crazy Cars 2 was pretty cool. So, Crazy Cars 3, it's a nice box. It's in honest condition. I'd say it's probably a 5 or a 6. You know, it certainly has some wear and some dinks. But I knew that, and I'm quite happy to have it in that condition. And to pay less for it, to be honest. So I think I got about £12 or £13. So, you know, usually goes £16.99 upwards. So I'm more than happy with that. And the Piece de Resistance is a game that I've been after for a long time. I've been trying to get this. Okay, it's not the highest of condition ones, but it's certainly not a bad condition. I would say it's a 7, I would reckon, a 7 out of 10. But it is the infamous Turrican big box, which is a 3/4 box, if anyone's getting confused. Whenever I say big box, I mean like the full price release. I always like the full price releases. They're the sort of best. But yeah, Turrican, what a game. I've been after this for a long time, and now I have it. Unfortunately, this doesn't include the poster, but I got this for £46 something, I think. So just shy of £50 delivered. Okay, YouTube, like, comment, share and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.